And then for the A-List Youth Awards, we have a special host with us tonight. I'd like to introduce her. She is a 13-year-old young lady named Vereen Chiao from Methodist Girls' School, Singapore. She is one of EB Impact's volunteers. May I welcome Vereen on stage, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to present the Sustainability Leadership Youth A-List Award, which honors young people under the age of 30 and below who are sustainability advocates and have affected change in business and policy over the last 12 months. May we ask to join us on stage this year's strategic partner for the Sustainability Leadership Youth A-List City Development Limited's Chief Sustainability Officer, Esther An, to say a few words. Esther is also one of the judges for this year's Youth A-List. Esther, please.
I learned. This is called risk management and mitigation. That's what sustainability professional has to learn and pivot. And I promise you, I have no script, no speech, so it will be very fast before you finish your chicken or your fish. And I just want to look back. Actually, EB Eco-Business has been really a very dear partner. I still remember that almost 12 years ago, right, Jessica, when we met, that she broke the news that, should I leave, SPH? Then I think I was the weird one that said, yes, do it, So I said, you don't try, you don't know. And of course, when I started the sustainability journey 20 years, or more than 2 decades ago, it was a very lonely, environment. But today, look at here, everybody is talking about sustainability, even a 13-year-old girl. And I think, very soon I think I can go traveling and do nothing already, yeah? So, but I think joke aside, there was actually in 2018, so we have tea with Junus and Robin, and that was how this idea of the Youth A-List came about, and really, really timely, and it survived even through COVID. So that's how this A-List is all about. We need to pivot and we need to sustain. And for CDL, I'm really thankful. We celebrated 60 years the anniversary last year and started with 8 employees in 1963, and today we are operating in 28 countries and regions. But what I felt really proud of is actually when I joined CDL in 1995, I was allowed to dream. I came up with this ethos with my late mentor, Mr. Kwek Lin Ju, and that is conserving as we construct. That was in 1995. And of course, it is still very relevant today because we do need to conserve. And especially in our industry, which account for almost 40% of greenhouse gas emission globally. So we look at how we design, how we build, and how we manage, and especially how we engage people. Without a healthy planet, there won't be healthy people, and there won't be business that we can thrive. But we need everybody in the ecosystem to come on board across borders, age group, races, and all. And I still remember during COP, and we were just talking about, at the Singapore Pavilion, Dr. Winston Chow is nodding their head. We have a lot of youth, and we have a lot of young at heart. We also have a lot of evergreen, ever young. So tonight I would like to, celebrate not just the Youth A-List, but also everyone here. There are a lot of friends here who have been with, on this journey with me for a long time. And I would also like to celebrate people like Dr. Jane Goodall and Dr. Sylvia whom I followed, last year to Antarctic climate expedition. And just now, as MS said, that MJ is very famous here in Singapore, but she was also very famous overseas, On the way back through Chile, and instead of catching the flight, she said she has a fan who's going to buy her lunch and all. So this lonely person, went home and she was, spending time with her fan all the way, in Chile. So never underestimate the power of young people. So, well, without further ado, I would like to go back to my dinner also. And thank you for having CDL as partner. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Esther, for taking us down memory lane to see the beginnings of eco-business and to see how far we've come since then. So I would like to take the opportunity to quickly acknowledge the presence of our youth A-list judges who are with us today. We're very honored to have you here. Lahiru Wujadesa, Asia Forest Coordinator, BirdLife International. And also we have Madhumita Ardhanari, Sustainability Strategist, Forum for the Future. And on our judging panel, we also have Tana Sullivan, Group Head of Sustainability, GoTo, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight. Thank you to all the youth A-list judges. So Vereen, would you like to do the honors of presenting to us who the A-list winners are?
And now, for the moment we are all waiting for, let us meet the 10 youths who have effected positive change in the world of sustainability in 2023.
Present to you the winners of the Sustainability Leadership Youth A-List 2023. Mihir's team at Umami Bioworks expanded rapidly in 2023 and achieved several key milestones, one of which was securing an investment from the world's biggest seafood company, which has aided the food tech startup's entry into the Japanese market.
For those of us that like seafood and want to have sustainable food systems, it's no longer a want. I think it's going to become an imperative to be able to feed ourselves in the face of climate change.
With a strategic B2B business plan, Tamara's Liberty Society is giving purpose and dignity back to marginalized refugee women by providing them with jobs and training.
And we hope to see 1,000 women more and millions of women more to be able to go forward in rebuilding their lives.
Antonio is a farmer, a certified trainer for organic agriculture, and he leads Farm Lab, now a prototype model for agriculture, ecology, and regenerative design in the Philippines. Man Jing, more widely known as Bio Girl MJ, runs an edutainment platform that has garnered a huge following on TikTok and Instagram. One of her videos on intertidal etiquette pushed government agencies to act to better improve protection of marine life.
The people that we managed to reach out through our videos, the families who enjoy our nature-guided programs and workshops, the children that come up to me to tell me how much they have learned about nature and how much they want to protect the earth, these moments are very precious to me.
Krishna led climate campaigns that successfully stopped coal-fired power plants and an LNG plant from developing in Negros Occidental, her hometown in the Philippines. Chu Xian's deep tech startup processes difficult-to-recycle plastic into a new road pavement material and provides businesses and developers with a more sustainable way to dispose of their plastic waste.
The hardest aspect of running a sustainable startup is balancing the impact we want to create for the environment.
Natasha and her team have been fighting the global decline of coral reefs. By getting youths to participate and adopt corals, the conservation scientist is also raising awareness about the hardships of coral restoration.
Knowing that every day I try to do my best, and even though it's just a little, it's definitely better than doing nothing.
As Singapore launched a nationwide strategy to combat its coastal litter problem, Yasser emerged as an important voice on the topic. The Stridy team that he leads has gained strong support from corporate and government partners, executing over 100 group cleanups across the city-state in 2023.
Many of the people I've met through my cleanup sessions are people who I know now do amazing work in the sustainability space in Singapore. And some of these people I call dear friends.
Siang Tien leads an informal group that tracks environmental policy and regulatory changes in Singapore and points out data and information gaps to push policymakers for more transparency.
Community also helps. So for me, it's people who believe in the same cause and who are spending time pushing for issues in their own way.
Jan uses storytelling techniques to mainstream conversations on community-led biodiversity conservation in Antique, Philippines. His work covers the conservation of the critically endangered rufous-headed hornbill.
Despite the challenges, our optimism persists. We find hope in the power of shared narratives and collective effort.
They have demonstrated that young voices are a powerful force for change. They are our hope for a better tomorrow.
Now may we have Esther once again on stage to help us present the certificates to the winners.
May we now have the Youth A-list winners on stage to receive their awards.
With us at tonight's gala are Youth A-list winners. Ho Siang Tien, co-founder, Lee Pakin, SG. Since 2015, he has pushed Singapore to rethink its current environmental commitments through climate advocacy and youth diplomacy. Kong Man Jing, co-founder, Just Keep Thinking. With 500,000 followers in 3 years, she inspires her audience about Singapore's nature with creative science communication. Mihir Pershad. Mihir brings together a powerhouse team of scientists, bioengineers, and food industry experts into Umami Bioworks. Oh Chu Sien, founder, Magorium. Tamara Dewey Gondo Soerijo, Chief Executive Officer, Liberty Society. And last but definitely not the least, Esther An, Chief Stridy Officer, Stridy. We also have some of our A-list youth winners online. Congratulations. Thank you, Esther.